This video is designed to be a quick overview for getting started with ELM. We encourage you to view our other help topics and videos for more details on using ELM, as this will be a high-level overview to help you get familiar with the flow of how things work. First, we'll walk through the installation, we'll take a look at default monitoring items, deploy some agents out to systems in our lab, create a custom monitoring category for some of those systems, and show how to assign a notification method for logon failures as an example. Once we have the installer downloaded, we'll do a run as administrator on the server which we're installing. Here we can review the options for installation, which includes administrative rights, username and password, the ELM management console, which is one of ELM's new UIs, installing an agent on the server which ELM will reside, and the ELM Advisor, which is an optional desktop pop-up notification tool. We can modify the install location if necessary, and then we must agree to the licensing terms for ELM. ELM Enterprise Manager comes bundled with Microsoft SQL Server 2014 Local DB, which will be installed by default, or we have the option here to change databases. You could opt for an existing SQL instance, or you may want to use Microsoft SQL Server Express for your evaluation of ELM. The choice is yours. For demonstration purposes, we're going to keep the defaults and continue installing all of the components. Now, this recording has been time-lapsed a little bit to speed things up because it does take some time for the installer to set up and configure the databases, as well as getting the ELM server services registered, an agent installed, and everything up and running. Once the installation is complete, we can launch the ELM UIs, the new management console as mentioned previously, as well as the ELM console and MMC snap-in. The new management console is essentially a preview of the new UI that will completely replace the MMC. We're going to start, however, in the MMC console. This is where most all of the configuration and setup will take place with your new ELM installation. To begin, we will review some of the default monitoring items you can see here. ELM comes with a number of pre-configured monitors out of the box, which are typically assigned to all agents for collecting events and performance data, as well as fault tolerance and availability. You can see here all agents will show the number of agents installed on this deployment. Initially, we only have the US lab machine, which we deployed during our full ELM installation. We will go ahead and launch the agent deployment wizard here and add a few more. You can search for systems by name, through Active Directory, through an IP range, or you can import a pre-formatted file. In this case, we will go ahead and just plug in a few names since it's a small lab. You can right-click and add more in the middle of the wizard rather than doing one by one. If you happen to have a typo or a system is not found, you can simply remove it or re-add a system. So there is flexibility within the installation wizard itself. Each of the systems will be pinged for availability and then scanned to determine the type of operating system and recommended monitoring categories. This will vary between servers and workstations depending on the operating system. Next, we'll select the type of license we want to install on each of these systems. ELM comes with 5 different license types, which can be mixed and matched depending on your need. Each license includes different monitoring features so that you can custom configure ELM to match your needs as well as your budget. In this case, we will go ahead and select Core and System License for our evaluation purposes, which will include both event and performance monitoring, as well as some special features found only in system licenses. Once the agents are pushed out to each system, ELM will display an install summary confirming that the agent service has been installed, has started, and has begun sending data to the ELM server. Now when we look at all agents, we can see all 4 that we have deployed for this evaluation. We see the version number as well as the license installed and the last report from that agent. If we expand the tree, you can see different monitoring categories. These systems have been appropriately assigned to the Windows Server category. We'll go ahead and jump through another wizard to create a new monitoring category. This one we're going to call File Servers, and then we'll add Washington and Idaho to this group. You can select individual monitor items that you want to assign specifically to this category and therefore the servers within. We're essentially creating a monitoring template for any server assigned to this category. As you can see over in the tree, we now have a File Servers category with Idaho and Washington added. Now we'll take a quick look at pre-configured event views in ELM. By expanding the tree, we can see the default event views, the include and exclude filters, and any notification methods assigned to each view. In a nutshell, ELM collects and filters events to be shown in different types of event views in the console. Any view that has a notification method assigned will trigger that notification when an event that matches the filter populates that view. So you want to be careful what event views you assign notifications to. Oftentimes administrators will create a new event view with filters for all of the specific events they want to be notified about and assign a notification method to this view, rather than assigning notification methods to multiple different views. This is just one of many different options to make ELM and notifications perform exactly how you want. These are the default notifications found in ELM. We'll take a quick look at the email notification for starters. Here you would configure your email host, user, sender, and you can customize the mail message itself. Here we decide which view to assign this notification to. In this case, we will select logon failures and security views. You can set thresholds for how often the notification will take place as well as scheduled hours. For example, one notification could be used during normal business hours and another notification could be used for after-hours support. So if someone were to generate a logon failure with this notification assigned to the logon failures security view, any of these failures would trigger that email notification. Now we'll switch over and take a quick look at the new management console. This is a dashboard view of the systems being monitored, which includes event views and any performance data which is being collected. You'll notice on the left pane, the new console mimics the views in the MMC. Anything you add in the MMC will appear here as well. The new management console is primarily view only, however you can configure certain settings here such as the database retention and archiving. This is also where the reporting engine lives. For more details on the specifics of using ELM, including the new UI and dashboard, we encourage you to view our help topics and other how-to videos. Or contact our support team and we would be happy to walk you through additional configuration and setup of ELM Enterprise Manager. Thank you.